Right now, something is being taken from you. Not your data, not your money, something quieter and far more valuable, your attention. And once you see how it became a currency, you'll never scroll the same way again. Why this matters. For most of human history, value was simple. Land, gold, labor, time. You worked, you produced, you traded. But somewhere along the way, something strange happened. Companies stopped competing for your money and started competing for you. Your focus, your clicks, your watch time, your emotional reactions. Not because they're greedy, but because attention quietly became the scarcest resource on Earth and the most profitable. Today, the biggest winners in the global economy don't sell products first. They sell access to your mind. So how did attention become more valuable than oil? Who figured this out first? And why does it feel harder than ever to look away? To answer that, we have to go back to a time before screens. Imagine living 300 years ago. No notifications, no endless feeds, no algorithm deciding what you see next. Your attention wasn't being harvested because there wasn't much competition for it. Information moved slowly. Entertainment was limited. Most people focused on what was directly in front of them. Attention was abundant. And when something is abundant, it has very little value. The moment attention became scarce was the moment it became valuable. That moment arrived with mass media. The first attention brokers. The printing press didn't just spread knowledge. It created competition for eyeballs. Newspapers learned something important. People didn't just buy news. They bought interesting news. Sensational headlines sold more papers. Fear and outrage traveled faster than facts. But the real breakthrough came in the 20th century. Radio, then television. Suddenly, millions of people were looking at the same thing at the same time. And advertisers noticed. They weren't paying for airtime. They were paying for attention density. A brand shown during a popular TV show was worth more than one shown at 3 a.m. Why? Because attention could now be measured, packaged, and sold. This was the first time attention became a formal commodity. But it was still limited. You could turn the TV off. That limitation wouldn't last. When the internet arrived, many people believed it would democratize information, and it did. But it also did something else. It removed friction. Suddenly, content wasn't competing with your TV schedule. It was competing with everything. Every article, every video, every post, all at once. And here's the key shift. On the internet, the product isn't the content. The product is how long you stay. Platforms learned quickly. If they could keep you engaged just a little longer, they could show one more ad. One more suggestion, one more recommendation. Attention became continuous. Not something you gave once, but something that could be extracted endlessly. And then came the algorithm. People think algorithms exist to show you what you like. That's not true. They exist to show you what keeps you hooked. An algorithm doesn't care if you're informed, or happy, or fulfilled. It cares about one thing, will you stay? So it tests you. It watches what you pause on, what you replay, what makes you angry, what makes you curious. Then it feeds you more of that. Not because it's good for you, but because it's good for engagement. And engagement is convertible to data, to ad revenue, to market dominance. This is where attention stops being passive and starts being engineered. Here's something uncomfortable. Calm attention isn't very valuable. Emotional attention is. Fear keeps you watching. Anger keeps you commenting. Validation keeps you scrolling. Neutral content doesn't spread well. But content that triggers emotion travels fast. That's why headlines feel more extreme. Why outrage cycles never end. Why everything feels urgent. Platforms didn't invent human psychology. They optimized for it. And when billions of people log in every day, small psychological nudges turn into massive economic forces. This is how attention markets quietly reshaped culture. Now here's a thought experiment. Imagine a factory where millions of people work, but don't realize they're working. They show up voluntarily. They generate value. They create data. And they're never paid. That factory is a platform. Your attention produces behavioral data. That data improves targeting. Targeting increases ad value. You are not the customer. You are the input. This doesn't mean platforms are evil. It means the business model rewards one thing above all else: maximum attention extraction. And once attention becomes currency, everything else adjusts around it, including politics, media, and even personal identity. Here's the twist most people miss. The problem isn't that attention is being stolen. It's that attention is being underpriced. Your focus shapes your beliefs, your habits, your worldview. But we treat it like spare change. We guard our money carefully while letting our attention leak everywhere. That's backwards, because money can be earned back. Attention, once spent, is gone forever. And the more fragmented it becomes, the harder it is to think deeply at all. Which leads to a strange paradox. In a world drowning in information, clarity becomes rare. And rare things become valuable. So what do you do with this? Not quit the internet, not reject technology. Just one shift. Start treating attention like a non-renewable resource. Ask simple questions. Why am I seeing this? What emotion is this trying to trigger? Is this worth my focus? Because every moment of attention you give is a vote for the kind of world you want reinforced. The platforms will follow incentives. They always do. The only real leverage you have is where you place your mind. Centuries ago, wealth was measured in land, then in gold, then in money. Today, it's measured in seconds. Seconds of human focus, seconds of influence, seconds of belief-shaping power. And the quiet truth is this: in the attention economy, the richest people aren't the ones with the most money. They're the ones who decide what everyone else looks at next. This is cognitionary, where ancient wisdom meets modern psychology. If this made you question something you've always believed, stay curious. And if you want more ideas like this, you know where to find us.